Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. I haven't made a video in a while, but recently I started a pottery class and I finally got back my first pottery pieces a couple days ago, and I wanted to make a video, a kind of my first pieces haul video, kind of like to document my progress, because I've signed up for another class and I am trying to get better and better and learn new techniques. So yeah, I'm gonna go through all my pieces that I made in my last class, and that this was my first class and my first time on the wheel, and doing hand building. I did like some hand building in high school, but that was like only like a couple times, you know, like the typical stuff that you do in art class in high school and middle school. So yeah, I guess we'll start with the cups. Here's the first cup that I made. Or, I mean, I don't know if it was the first one, but it's one of the first cups, you know. I really liked how the texture came out on this one. I put some texture at the top and a little bit at the bottom here, and then I put my fingerprint thing there, which I really like that. Mainly I like how easy it is to hold, and yeah, and then I did a purple glaze on the outside, which obviously it seeped into the inside as well. And then I originally wanted it to be an all white inside, but I do really like how it turned out with the purple seeping into the white. I think that still looks pretty cool. But yeah, it's a lot smaller than I would want a mug, I guess. But that's because I'm still really new at the wheel, so I'm not doing like a lot of clay at one time. I think this was only like 1 to 1.5 pounds of clay. So yeah. And then this was the other mug that I did, a little bit thicker of a handle, a little harder to hold, but you can still hold it. So yeah, I liked the texture that I had put on it. I do feel like I've learned that the texture doesn't really show up as I was expecting, because it looked a lot different. The texture looked a lot different before putting the glaze on. But on this one I did a purple glaze on the outside, and I did a yellow kind of matte glaze on the inside, and I really like the yellow with the purple. I think it really looks nice. Obviously still really small, but it's good for like espresso or cappuccinos, you know. Alright, the next cup I did was also really small. I think I actually had to cut this one down, probably because I messed something up But I like the texture on this one. Definitely not as you can't see the texture as much as I thought that you would. Like, I definitely have learned that I feel like if I'm gonna do a texture next time, I think I want to do a different color glaze on the texture and then a color glaze on the rest, or just leave or put wax on the texture. And then have it just be like the pottery. This time I used the white, some type of white pottery, or white clay. This next session I'm using the brown speckled clay. So I feel like I would like how that looks with just the clay and then a glaze over, but wax on the texture maybe. That's what I'll probably try on my next ones, but we shall see. The next one is not, I mean, it's kind of a cup, I guess, but I didn't put a handle, so I can't really use it for like hot drinks, but I can still use it for cold drinks, you know. But I did really like the texture on this one. I had put the texture a lot deeper on this one. This was like the last like cup cylinder that I made. So it came out, or I put the texture a lot thicker because I got a little more comfortable, I guess, with the texture. And I did purple glaze on the outside, and this one I did a turquoise glaze on the inside. I really like how the purple and the turquoise look together. Oh, and on this one I did a turquoise glaze on the outside and a purple on the inside. But yeah. And then this one's one of my favorites. I really ended up liking the white with the purple glaze. And then I did some texture on that one too. I liked how the texture came out looking on this one with the white glaze. And then the purple glaze with like a little bit of the purple coming over the white. That wasn't intentional, but I did really end up liking it. I think that for this one I'm probably going to use it more of like a little planter. I just have to drill a hole in the bottom, but I think it turned out really cute. So this is one of my favorite pieces. And moving on to, I made this little saucer. This was an accidental saucer. It was gonna be, what was it gonna be? It was gonna be like a cup, but I ended up having to turn it into a saucer because I messed up on the wheel. But I did some texture on the sides. I liked how that turned out. And then actually it works really well with this planter. So as like a drain or a water holder. So yeah, I liked that I could pair these together and they look really nice together in my opinion. And then I made one bowl, not really an intentional bowl, but everything was really like, you kind of make what you just can, I guess, because like I'm not super good on the wheel yet, so yeah. But this turned out to be a bowl. It's called butter. The yellow glaze that I used was called butter. But yeah, it's a little bit of texture on there. Obviously, like during the glazing process, I need to get a lot better at that. And then I did purple glaze in the inside. I mean, I do like how it came around on the rim, but it's probably not exactly what I would have wanted, I guess. It's not what I was going for, I guess. But I can use it as a bowl, so I'm glad to have it as a bowl. Alright. And then next I made this little saucer. It's like, I'm using it for like a jewelry holder, like an earring holder. I really liked how the texture came out on this one. This one was also a white clay and then a purple inside. But yeah, I liked how this one came out. And I just use it for my jewelry for now. I put this over here because my cats like to take the jewelry out. And now we're gonna move on to plates. So most of my plates were done with hand building, but I did do one plate on the wheel, and this is that plate. It has a little bit of a texture on the inside. I didn't really like that the texture didn't show as well on this plate, which live and you learn. But I still like this plate. I felt like it came out like as a nice little sloppy little dinner plate. But yeah, next time I'll either, I guess, try to make the texture deeper, like on that cup. Like this cup the texture was a lot deeper. And then on the planter, the texture was a lot deeper too. Or it's possible that just this purple on a plate, the purple glaze on this plate just wasn't good for this specific texture, I guess. I don't know, but I'm learning. So, and then my next plate, this one, I did a half and half glaze. This was a hand-built plate with, or a hand-built plate with a mold. I really liked the hand building part of things, for sure. I felt like it took not that much time, honestly. I thought it would take more time. It probably takes more time, like doing more intricate stuff, I guess. I don't know. But did a turquoise and purple half glaze on this plate. I really like how this plate turned out. The turquoise side, the texture, you can see really well, but on the purple side, you can't really see it that well. So I think that the purple glaze just it must not bring out the texture as well. So some glazes, I guess, bring it out a lot and then some don't. So I'll know that for next time. But this was just a roller. This design was just a roller pen that she had in the studio. So yeah, I really like that plate. This one I kind of messed up a little bit, but I did a turquoise with some purple emblem things, and these were just like a stamp that somebody had made for the class to use, but I really liked the design of it. It looks really pretty. I messed up right here. I got in wax right here by accident. I tried to clean it off, but it didn't really work, so which is my fault. But yeah, you can kind of see the texture that was put onto the plate, but not really. It was a very light texture that was used with like a doily type thing. But yeah, and then moving on to the last item, which is my favorite plate that I made. Well, so I have two favorites out of the collection that I made, and it's the planter and this plate. So, this plate, I did a white glaze, and I did a stamp texture on the plate itself. It's like a, what is that called? I'm blanking on what it's called, but you guys probably maybe know. I'm trying to show it as well as possible. But yeah, and then I did another one of those emblem things, stamps, on just, I just did one on this plate. So I really like how the purple and the white looked from my first pieces. I might do a lot of purple and white next time, I don't know, or I might just try some new stuff. I kind of won't, I'm using brown speckled clay this time, so I was thinking of just like doing a lot of pieces with the actual clay showing through, and then the glaze on like whatever would be being in contact with food or drink or whatever. But yeah, I hope you like this video, and subscribe if you want to. But yeah, thank you for watching. Bye.